Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87, and this is Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. It's the final episode, the finale. In the previous video, we had our showdown with Izanami in her monstrous true form, and managed to cinch victory before she sent us to the Shadow Realm, and because she's a dirty cheater. Is this where you will fall for a powerful enemy? You hear someone's voice. Uh, Hello.
What are you doing?
Dying?
Get up. You are not someone allowed to fall here. You must know already. The true nature of bonds, what bonds give to you. Here, listen closely.
What's the matter? Isn't it too early to give up? You taught me what a family truly is. I had my hands full just with Nanako when you came rolling in. I wasn't sure what to do. But then again, I can get back up as many times as I need to with you two with me. However painful it gets, I'll just grit my teeth. I'll get up as many times as I have to for you two. A father can be pretty stupid that way, huh?
Thanks, Dojima.
Don't go, partner. Everything inside me changed after I met you. I'm glad we met. I wouldn't have made it this far if I hadn't done it alongside you. You can't let it end this way, right?
You're very correct.
You can keep going. Right, partner?
No! Don't leave me! I'm scared. I'm such a stubborn, two-faced coward.
I wouldn't say that.
But you understood me. That's why. I can become as strong as I need to be.
We're gonna be here for a while, aren't we?
Hey, can you hear me? Don't close your eyes yet.
This scene would probably, because I mean, it's all your rank 10 social links. It would probably take a long time. If you had all of them maxed out, you'd be here for like 10 minutes.
I'll give you our strength. You're our last hope. Please, get back up. Just once more.
Senpai, how much longer are you gonna just lie there?
Kanji, don't patronize me.
I mean, like that senpai? You're the kind of guy who can let it drop like this. That ain't the senpai I look up to. Get back up. Just one more time. Let me protect you.
Like, it's definitely a bit of an anime cliche, but God, I love it.
Senpai, thanks. I'm glad I came to this town. When I think back on all the fun I had with you, Senpai, please stand up just one more time. We'll be your strength.
Senpai, if you stay down, I won't forgive you. You gave me a reason for me to stay just as I am. For someone like you to leave me in the dark halfway like this. Please stand up, just once more. Let's fight this together. Never fear. We're always together.
Please don't give up, Senpai.
Even the Naokers.
I've had enough with losing the people most precious to me.
I still just hear Ken every time he talks.
I don't want to lose you too.
You idiot! Always insisting on doing everything yourself.
I feel like we could say the same to you.
Some things you can only do because you're not alone. It doesn't matter if it's a boyfriend, a friend, or family, you'll always have to part someday. But our bonds mean we never truly have to say farewell.
I'm sorry I can't be there to support you in your hour of need. Life. It's filled with so many things that are dirty, grotesque, and painful. There's no way you can stand it alone. But no one is truly alone in this world. You know that, since you've protected those precious to you. Come on. People are waiting for you.
I've expected Sayoko to have probably the most wise words of wisdom from everyone. Oh, even
Man, you're
Adachi!
so cruel.
Even Adachi, dude!
You make me take responsibility for my sins, but you're gonna let this bitch take you down like this?
You're very 100% true, Adachi. This is the pep talk we actually needed.
That's hilarious. Get up. You're not like me, right?
Sensei. I'll protect you, Sensei. You gave me my life. You're important to me. I'm not alone anymore. And neither are you, Sensei. I'm sure together we can do things that no one could do alone.
Still got Marie. Oh, there's still Nanako. I gotta forget about Nanako!
Are you gonna leave me behind?
Oh god. She's hitting us right in the feels.
I'll be a good girl. So don't go.
We're being guilted too hard.
I don't want you to go. Big bro.
Oh, well, we definitely can't let Nanako do.
Can you hear everyone's voices? The people do not wish for a world enveloped in fog. There are times when they'll stop and think they can't go another step. But everyone desperately pushes on. Please, grant everyone's wishes. Bring light to people's hearts.
Only if you'd give us one more poem.
Please get up. Just once more.
The hearts of those you form the deepest bonds with become your strength. So what if you like never maxed out a social link? Izanagi has transfigured into Izanagi no Okami. Oh, he's got like a big lance thingy. Fortunately, we technically don't have Izanagi anymore. Oh, we're too powerful. You can't stop us.
Impossible! Can the will of so few surpass the will of all mankind?
Don't like that. Okay, that's that attack. Yeah, we survived. I mean, you could just like not act 1,000 times in a row.
Rival mine.
I mean, if you can cheat, we can cheat too by just never dying.
Why? Why don't you understand? It's impossible for humans to grasp the truth with their own hands.
Okay, can I use a skill? Myriad Truce, the word of power that banishes all the world's curses and falsehoods. Oh. It's done. And that white screen is really showing how dirty my monitor is.
This can't be. How could I be defeated? How am I the one to disappear? Instead of the endless struggle, wouldn't it be easier to wrap oneself in lies and live in blissful ignorance?
Unfortunately, no, it's not.
Isn't that true peace for humans?
How many times do we have to tell you? The hell with that shit!
Stop assuming you know us!
Very well. Then try and live your way. Power enough to erase my existence. You have already exceeded what I thought humanity to be capable of. You have lifted the fog in this world, as well as the fog in your own. And whether that will lead to happiness or not, rests upon your shoulders.
As it should.
Children of man, well done.
All right, we did it!
Hell yeah, we did.
Thank goodness. It's really over now. Yep, this time it's all over!
It seems this is more like a beginning for us, though.
Well, now we've got no regrets for tomorrow.
Hello. Friends that you can believe in and the many people you have come to understand. A strong heart bound to others, trying to ascertain the truth. Firm belief in grasping the truth with your own hands without being misled or deceived. The power of these things has brought judgment down on what deceived mankind, opening the door to a new tomorrow. Oh, hello. Why are you
Welcome
translucent?
back. Everything's finally over. You really are incredible. I'm no match for you.
She gonna disappear?
You just fought the other me that split from my personality. The two Sagiri, the other me, and the me that is speaking with you right now. They were all originally one within me. But there was nothing I could have done without my powers. If not for you, I would have disappeared along with the fog when the hollow forest vanished. Thank you so much. You saved everything. I'll be all right. The fragments you defeated have returned to me, and will soon become one.
I mean, I'd be a lot more believing that in the I'll be alright if you weren't translucent right now. Like you're about to disappear like it's Back to the Future.
My name is Izanami no Mikoto. The fertile will that protects those who live in this land and fulfills their wishes. I will not forget you. Please do not forget. I am always by your side.
How marvelous. You have driven back a godly being and brought about a new world.
Damn right we did.
This will be the last time we summon you here.
Soon, the fog will lift, and our destination will be visible.
Which is?
We will be arriving shortly.
This journey was a fruitful one, worthy of marking a turning point in your destiny.
Yeah, that's probably an understatement.
Many a time along the way did the fog of lies prevent you from moving forth.
Yeah, remember that time we got the bad end?
Yet in every instance, you overcame the temptation of easy exits and false terminals.
Yes, in every instance. Except
In
for that time we got the bad
forging bonds
end.
with those precious to you, you moved closer to the truth, one step at a time.
I can't believe I got the bad end naturally on my third playthrough. And like that was the one where I was like, I don't remember which dialogue option to pick.
And my heart danced with delight to see you succeed. I am most honored to have borne witness to such a wondrous journey.
Our destination is close at hand now.
Well then, we have finally come to your journey's true end. Our contract has been fulfilled. My own duties end here as well.
Do we ever get reimbursed for all the money we spent on the compendium? No? Okay.
You were truly a remarkable guest. Now, go forth and see with your own eyes. See the world you have won, the bright, magnificent future.
The fog is all gone. Wow.
Are we in the middle of nowhere?
Feels kind of nostalgic.
I know this place. This scenery. A long, long time ago, everywhere in this world used to look like this.
Or are we still in the Shadow World? I think we're still in the Shadow World, okay.
So this is the world inside people's hearts. It feels nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Town's fog and the fog from the other world have all been cleared. Human heart has the strength to shine through the clouds of lies and uncertainty. You and your friends are able to prove that fact. That will remain true till the end of time. It's a very beautiful scene.
Yo. Well, this is it.
It is.
You really are leaving, huh? It hasn't really hit me yet. No more senpai from tomorrow on.
I mean, phones do exist.
Hey, quit crying. It's way too soon for that.
But...
Sheesh. That stuff's kind of contagious, you know? We gotta put on a good face for Senpai.
Yeah, Kanji. Stay strong.
I don't want you to go away.
Oh, we don't really want to leave, but we have to, unfortunately. Or else the game would never end.
Nanako, didn't you promise that you wouldn't cry? Building a case against Adachi is going pretty smoothly. After all, he's made a full confession to his crimes.
That's great.
There haven't been any more incidents since then. Inaba's finally back to its normal, peaceful self. And Nanako's better now too. I couldn't ask for anything more. Thanks for everything. To me, you're just as much a part of this family as Nanako. I'm really glad you came to stay with us.
Ditto.
Sensei, I finally found a place for me. That's why I'm going back over there. To make sure it never goes wrong again, I'm going to protect that world from now on.
That's...
I can finally be proud and say, that world is where I belong.
Want to get kind of lonely?
Man, Senpai, this town's gonna feel empty without you.
How cruel! Were you even listening?
We can see you anytime we want, you dork.
Yeah, I got a point.
Like you'll be gone long. Soon as you start craving something like ice cream, you'll be back in a flash.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to exile yourself in the shadow world. You can do both.
Come on, my honeys. Bluffing that way isn't very cute, you know.
It would maybe even more convincing if you hadn't stuttered at the start.
You're just gonna be going in and out of the TV at Juness. How's that different from what you've been doing?
I can't quite decide what to do. At first, I only planned on staying here until the case was completely closed. Maybe I should stick to my original plan and take the train back with you, Senpai. Kidding, of course. I couldn't do something like that.
JK, unless ...
It's not as though we'll never see each other again.
Very true.
Feel free to call me anytime.
Because bones
even
do
if there isn't
exist.
a case to solve.
I don't feel like saying goodbye either. Hey, you got any plans during the long holiday in May? If you're free, come over and visit. With no mysteries to solve, we can have some real fun.
I'll make reservations now so that we can stay at my family's inn.
Ooh, I can get my revenge for that night. Our surprise sneak attack will work for sure this time.
Ixnay on the sneak attack, eh? They don't know about that.
Don't bring that up, you stupid bear! Hey, what happened to going back to that world?
That has nothing to do with this. It's entirely different.
That reminds me, she's not here. I would have thought that she would come today at least.
Yeah. I was wondering about that too.
Huh? What? Who are you talking about?
Come on.
Oh, you mean Marie-chan, right?
Yeah, the lady we all risked our lives to save?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen her ever since... Is she doing okay?
Well, she said she wasn't dead. I mean, it's very cliche, but, well, I think she's fine.
You think? So you haven't seen her either then? Well, as long as she's doing well, that's okay.
I mean,
But back to a serious note, she should have at least shown up here since this is the last time we'll see you.
oh, I think she's fine on the metaphysical sense. Yeah, you shouldn't have said it like that, Kanji.
This isn't the last time, stupid Moranji!
That's maybe the only time he deserves to be called Moranji.
Why do you have to say things like that too?
It's almost time. You better get on the train.
Oh,
Thanks for everything. Please take care.
hello.
As soon as I can look out for myself, I'll go see you.
Fortunately, they had to go stand over by themselves. They're not allowed to be part of the crew.
Well, see ya.
Good luck over there, too.
If anything happens on your end, we'll come running.
Until we meet again, Senpai.
Senpai, I'll be waiting for you.
See ya. Take care.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you again.
Well, be careful.
I'll see you, Big Bro. Bye-bye.
That's all you're gonna get. Is a
Thank you for everything. Stay well until we meet again someday.
You'll always be my sensei forever!
damn right you will.
Forget about us over there. I love you, Senpai.
I'll do my best! You better not run away too, Senpai!
Man, they're so fast.
Time together.
Distance doesn't matter.
Maybe we should just be running.
Separated, we're still friends!
Take care.
See you again, sensei! Bye!
Of course, Chie has a band-aid on her leg.
He's really gone.
It's sad that he won't be around, but we will be okay, right guys?
Doesn't matter how far apart we are. The bonds we've made will remain strong. Everyone's heart is connected to the people they know and trust. It's those bonds that let us all search for our purpose in life. As long as it's a purpose you believe in, there will always be someone who can help you fulfill it. You, me,
Picture.
and everyone else. There are no barriers. Our hearts are one. Right, Sensei?
Teddy the philosopher. Got a nice ring to it. Oh. This, not gonna lie, this game is a fucking end. This is new. Town didn't seem to have changed at all since last time.
I have seen the light! I've learned the most important lesson from the events last year.
Namatame, please don't start a cult. Man you've seen before is delivering a passionate address to the crowd.
Unfortunately, this world is full of things meant to deceive people.
My man is starting a cult.
The things you do in pursuit of justice may actually be a terrible mistake. One man is not enough to judge these things. It was a group of boys and girls who taught me that.
I don't think we taught you that. Can rule number 2 be don't start a cult?
In their spirit, I want to join hands with all of you to rethink this town's future. I want Inaba to be a town free from deceit and distractions that keep you from focusing on the things most important to you.
Dude, this is like word for word out of a cult leader's like speech.
Hey kid, do you know who that is?
I've never seen him before in my life. No.
It's that guy. You know, the one they arrested during those horrible murders last year.
I mean, he'll never recognize us with our new shirt on.
And now he's running for mayor. That was a surprise.
Oh.
He's so passionate, though. At first, no one wanted to go near him. But look at him now. I've been to a few of his speeches. I think he might be a pretty nice guy.
Don't drink anything he tells you to.
If we can all work together on this and not get so sidetracked by passing trends, this town will regain its former glory. So please, lend me your strength. Please.
Amatame's speech continues. Nobody seems to be here to welcome you. Wow. Maybe they didn't care about us that much at all. Decided to go to the Dojima residence. His original Persona 4, the game just ended. Apparently we get more stuff. There's no answer. The front door is locked. They seem to be away. What the hell? He decided to call Dojima.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, it's you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're coming over.
You forgot.
Was that today? Sorry, but my hands are tied right now.
So much for those bonds that'll last forever, huh?
Why don't you call one of your friends and hang out with them for a bit? I'll see you later.
Dojima seems busy. He decided to call Yosuke. Yosuke isn't answering either. Did something happen? I'm losing my mind. These fuckers? So, what's going on here? Inaba Central Shopping District. Don't see anyone you know. Did they all die?
Hey, what do you think of beefsteak onigiri? We can freeze it and sell it nationwide through Amazing Commodities.
I don't know. Those are handmade, aren't they? I don't think we can mass produce them. On the other hand, maybe limited quantities and handmade are good selling points that could revitalize this town.
Sure.
I thought of moving away once,
but I don't think I could bear to be away from here.
I understand completely. This is where we were born and raised. We'll have to work together if we don't want it to fall apart.
Great news! Junes said we'll have their full cooperation!
He's a sweaty young man. His entire identity is based on his sweat glands.
Yes! Good thing we went to talk with them. If only we'd done it sooner.
But what are we supposed to sell in a locally produced goods section?
Good point, my troubled man.
I guess the steak kebabs are good, but what other stuff is there? We're not famous for anything else.
I don't know if you're famous for your steak kebabs.
Give me anything, you half-wit. Vegetables, fish, even ramen.
Yeah, tell him, old man.
As long as it's something we put our backs into, it'll sell like hotcakes.
That's just old Dojima.
You gotta work hard so you don't embarrass Junes. We can't be weak now.
Shopping district is coming alive. Decided to go to Junes. Oh, there's Dater over there just chilling behind the little flag thingy. Hello? I see you two. Trying to sneak up on me? Fucks. You don't see anyone you know. Except for, two very suspicious people.
Ow, you're going to give us away, idiot!
Maybe you shouldn't talk so loud.
Only because you were slow. Slow like a jar of molasses.
Also, those bottles are gigantic. They're like 3 feet tall. What the hell?
Shut up! He's going to hear!
And we can see.
Blew it. Oh well, here goes. 1, 2...
Surprise?
Wah! Bah! It's a bear!
What are you guys doing? This isn't anything like we planned.
We play. Oh god, she is. She's got the longer hair.
And what's with the boss?
What the hell is Kanji?
Oh, you make it sound like we're the ones getting ambushed.
What the hell is with Kanji?
I knew we'd run into snags.
What is Kanji wearing? He's like...
I'm sorry.
What? Kanji, my dude, what's with the Harry Potter get-up?
I'm sorry.
Senpai, you're here.
Dude, everyone's got long-ass hair.
We heard you were coming, so we planned a little surprise. I mean, things got kinda nuts when you last visited in May. We thought instead of you coming to each of our houses, we'd spice things up this time.
Yeah, and we thought you'd miss us a little if you couldn't find any of us.
Seems kinda cruel, to be honest.
It didn't go quite like we planned, but it's been a while, Senpai.
What? Kanji, what are you doing?
Were you surprised?
Yeah, I'm surprised by Kanji's life choices. Apparently, we do need to stay here after all, because you people can't handle yourselves. Surprised it was such a fail when I heard that you were married.
Oh, you mean Kanji-kun, right? Well...
I'm sorry, Kanji, but what the hell, dude?
Don't mention Kanji-kun! Yukiko won't stop laughing!
Yeah, will you asshats lay off? You're getting a little rude there.
I mean, we are, definitely.
Well, we have all changed a little.
Yeah?
None of us can remain in stasis forever.
I mean, maybe they should.
Oh, stop laughing already.
It's pretty funny.
None of us want to be the guy who's always talking about how great things were back in the day.
You got a point.
As long as we're all here, keeping an eye out for each other, we can change.
Yosuke's still a show-off. Not me, though. I'm different now. Why, I've powered up so much that I'm probably a grizzly bear.
Like a polar bear, dude.
Huh. Sounds powerful. I'll stick you with all the manual labor then.
Oh.
Oh, hi. It's me.
Yeah. What's up?
Did the surprise go well?
Oh, he was in on it. Oh, you were in on it.
Don't say that to a detective.
I mean, I'm not surprised they couldn't hide it from you.
But give me a break. They forced me to act like I wasn't home. I'm a pro when it comes to seeing through a lie, but when I'm the one who has to put on an act, I don't last 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, bring them all back here. I've got a good meal waiting.
He told everyone that Nojima's waiting.
Oh, really? Let's eat.
It's just... It's so dramatic. I mean, I can understand him not wanting to do the edgy biker look anymore, but... Just the...
Hey, Kanji! This is to celebrate Senpai coming back!
Shut up, I know!
Don't worry, Kanji, you're still our best bud. You decided to go to the Dojima residence with the others. Chie with slightly longer hair is sending me, dude.
Jay Senpai, that's your second one. We get one each, remember?
You kids sure eat a lot. I thought I might have ordered too much, but look at you, plowing through it already.
We're all...
Sorry about that, and thanks.
We're all anime heroes, okay? Anime heroes always eat a ton.
Isn't Nanako-chan here? I'd hate to eat her share too.
Yeah, where's Nanako?
She's at piano lessons. Don't worry, I set hers aside. Oh, didn't I tell you? Yeah, Nanako started learning the piano.
Makes sense.
She should be back any time now. I'm sure she'll be rushing home. Ever since she found out you'd be back, it's all she's talked about.
I'm glad she's doing well. I don't care about you,
Yeah,
Dojima.
me too. She's growing and learning every day. It's an amazing thing to see. Just watching her gives me strength. It's slow, but I'm moving on, bit by bit.
That's all you can ask for.
Actually, I came across some information about an old hit-and-run incident. The victim was Chisato Dojima, my wife. I've been chasing dead ends and false leads for so long, but I think I'm finally getting close to the truth.
Good, there's some closure there.
Just when I thought I'd keep my personal feelings separate from my job. That's strange. Though, it's thanks to you that I was able to draw that line in the first place. Thank you.
Welcome. Anything else new?
Anything else? Oh, about the incidents last year. Namatame got released on lack of evidence.
Adachi's been executed.
I can't tell you too much, but basically no one could reproduce his supposed methods, not even Namatame himself. He was very insistent on the details of his crimes, but a diary isn't enough evidence to build a case on.
Makes sense.
He came to me to apologize, but I told him he should come up with his own way to make up for it. He said he was going to run for mayor. I don't know how serious he was about that.
Pretty serious. Now, sounds more like a cult leader, but...
Oh, so that was Namatame-san giving those speeches.
Oh yeah, and I went to see Adachi.
What happened to him?
Were you the one to interrogate him?
Probably not.
No, I wasn't part of that. I couldn't be. We were too close.
Yeah.
But he was indicted. It was probably just circumstantial evidence, but he said a lot of things only the real killer could know. After they set a trial date for him, I was able to go see him.
I see.
They say he's a model prisoner.
Don't guilt me into feeling bad about putting Adachi in prison.
Bastard says he gets better treatment behind bars than he did when he was working with me.
That sounds like Adachi.
Huh. Next time when I go see him, I'll bring him a cheap cabbage.
Dojima looks happy.
I'm home!
Dude, the long hair is sending me, dude.
Dad, is Big Bro?
Hello.
Big Bro!
Surprised, Nanako?
Welcome home, Nana-chan.
Teddy too? And Rise-chan! Everyone's here! I'm learning piano now, and I've been a good girl.
Of course you have. I'm proud of you.
I'll play for you sometime.
I didn't think she'd ask to start piano lessons. Like mother, like daughter, I guess. Chisato was a piano teacher, but Nanako's pretty good herself.
Yeah, she's like 9.
At first, I didn't even want
Or
to
8.
hear the word piano. Now that she wants to learn, I gotta get over it.
played. I'm gonna play it for you, Dad.
So is this supposed to have just been like 2 months? Is this like the May of that same year, or is this May 1 year later? Because, I mean, it's maybe nitpicking, but how the hell did her hair get so long in 2 months?
Dad, the weather report's on.
And now, the weather. It was nice and sunny today, but what will it look like after that?
No fog.
Take it away, Mariko.
No fog.
Hello.
Oh.
Mariko Kasumi here.
Excuse me? What?
We've been having a lot of rain recently, so starting today, I'm gonna make it sunny.
I mean, you probably can do that, but should you?
I mean, after all that rain, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about any water shortages this summer.
That was not what I was expecting.
And besides, someone's visiting. I can't have it rain while he's here, so I'm gonna keep it sunny for a while. Mariko, please calm down. Oh, but if it gets too hot, then some rain should be fine.
What?
He should tell me whenever he wants it different, and I'll change it. Just like that.
The weather forecaster is Marie.
Oh, I forgot to mention.
She's been coming here a lot. She's famous now.
That's great.
How'd she get so popular so fast? What was the station thinking? Her stage name's so boring, too.
Apparently she can control the weather, so it doesn't matter.
This girl will decide tomorrow's weather, right?
Yeah, she also decides who lives and who dies.
Whenever she says it's gonna be sunny, the sun comes out.
In her case, maybe.
Yeah, in her case, yes.
Thanks, Mariko. Tell our viewers goodbye.
I hope you all have a good day tomorrow. Remember, the more you put in, the more you get out. The more you get out.
Oh, does she have a new theme? Or a new jingle?
I see that weather girl a lot. The younger ones at the station tell me they feel motivated whenever she does that.
I'm not surprised.
I feel it a little myself, to be honest. Well, I'm just glad the weird fog is gone. Now we don't have to obsess over the weather report.
It is really great, though. Everyone in town is more motivated.
Yeah, people have so much energy now.
You're right. It doesn't wear you down walking through town anymore. Not like last year.
Everyone has a more positive outlook on life than when I first came.
It shows people can change. For better or worse, I guess. Depends on your perspective. After the fog lifted, I'm sure people just realized that it's a lot brighter when your eyes are open.
That's a good way to put it.
There's a lot we'd rather not see. A lot of grime in the human heart. But if you close your eyes to everything, you can't even see the people close to you. How can you be happy like that? The only thing to do, really, is to keep marching on, straight ahead. I'm rambling, aren't I? Guess I had more to drink than I thought. Oh yeah, Nanako, didn't you say there was something you wanted to tell him when he came home?
Why did it cut the music?
Your cooking is barely food, Chie.
Barely.
What about mine? That's cold, Yosuke. I could have made something too.
Please don't.
What was that? I can cook if I put my mind to it. So can I. That's.
Gotcha.
What?
Got it?
Oh yeah.
Well then. One.
I gotta sing?
Good to see you, Senpai.
Oh.
Gee, it was welcome back. How could you mess that up?
Hey, just shut up, all right? I just got stage fright. That's
Well,
all.
I figured someone would blow it.
That's it. That's an interesting ending. It kind of ends on a completely different tone in this version. I dig it. I dig it. It's over. So, there was a story I wanted to tell over the credits. I'm getting a little stage fright over telling it because it's a little personal, but I think we're gonna do it. So as I kind of mentioned in the beginning of the series, that Persona 4 is like one of my favorite games of all time, and honestly, after replaying it, I think that's just reasserted it as my favorite game of all time. But I never really talked about like why it means so much to me, and I'm anxious to tell this because I don't really talk about myself very much at all, and to give the full context, I do have to talk about some personal things, and I guess at the end of a 112 part LP, maybe this is the best time to do it. So I first played this game back in summer 2011. It was like around June. I kind of vaguely remember, because I remember when I played the game, it was still kind of in the future, because it starts in April 2011, and by the end, it's like end of 2012 or beginning of 2012. And so I was in 8th grade going into 9th grade, so middle school going into high school, and middle school was like the shittiest years of my life, which sounds very melodramatic when you're like 12 years old. Like, how shitty can your life really be? But it was a lot of social isolation, basically from the switch from elementary to middle school. Like, I had a few close friends in elementary school, but moving into 6th grade, I kind of lost those relationships, just kind of grew apart. The class I was in 6th grade, I didn't really know anyone in it. None of my friends were in it. And I was so shy and scared that I never was able to make any new friends. So I just spent like that entire year like alone. Same with 7th grade, and 8th grade to a slightly lesser extent. But like 7th grade in particular was like, I don't consider myself someone who like suffers from depression, but that's the only time I've seriously considered like ending it. That's how like bad I was mentally. Even as like, when you're like 13 years old, it sounds, I just didn't have the emotional maturity to deal with social isolation back then. And so going into, like, that pretty much consisted into 8th grade going into 9th grade. But the main thing that kept me grounded, I had like 2 really strong relationships outside of school. One was online and one was in real life. One, my online friend was just someone that like I played on Xbox with back in the day, before I switched over to a PC gamer, and we'd play a lot of Call of Duty and other stuff. He really liked MMOs, so we would play a lot of like random Korean MMOs for like weekends. And then my real life, so that was like something that like I looked forward to at the end of every day of like shitty school. Like, I mean, I had days where like I wouldn't talk for like an entire 8 hours of school. It was that bad. And then in real life, basically my best friend was like my non-legal stepbrother, in the sense that my dad and his mom were not married, but they had been in like a long-term relationship since he was like 4. So like my dad was essentially like his dad, since his biological dad wasn't in the picture. And like my dad wasn't actually really in my life for the first couple of years, basically since like my mom and him were never married. So, and then when I was like 2, they separated, and then he wasn't in a good spot in his life, so she didn't really want him around me. And then also my mom, like, she didn't remarry, but she married someone else, and that didn't last long because the dude was a piece of garbage. But I think that was maybe the intention, was right to have like a stepdad step in and be like also Benjamin Franklin was the lyricist for this game. Old Benny. But so like my dad did come back into my life when I was like 9 or 10, because he had been in this long-term relationship with this other woman. He'd kind of cleaned up his life, And every weekend or every other weekend, I would go over there ostensibly to visit him, but really, I became really, really close friends with, for, like I said, lack of a better term, my stepbrother. Uh, and we were like very close for a few years, basically from like maybe 5th to 8th grade. But the problem is that right at the end of 8th grade, so when I was like 12, 13, however old you are in 8th grade, or when you're leaving 8th grade, I lost both of those relationships very close to one another. My online friend, like we only really communicated through like on Xbox. But, like he never actually owned his, and his brother like sold, or his older brother sold it. And then when we tried to stay in contact through like the internet and Steam, I think then his brother moved out and took the computer with him. And then his family was really strict and wouldn't let him have a cell phone. So we basically just completely fell out of contact. And that was like at the end going into summer. And then in real life, my dad broke up, ended that long term relationship. And I wasn't going over to see my real life friend anymore. Like all basically to say is that my two real personal connections at the end of 8th grade were like severed very close to each other. And going into summer, I was very depressed, very sad, socially isolated. I found a lot of solace in watching Let's Plays. Like that's when I really got into watching YouTube and Let's Plays, and that kind of like parasocial relationship like helped me a lot during that time. Now I remember someone that I had watched for a while had started a Persona 4 Let's Play but never finished it. And seeing that like on their channel reminded me of like I first got introduced to this game. I remember I saw a little tiny mini review of it in Game Informer, the little magazine that would come that you got whenever you shopped at GameStop. And because I remember it being like the reason it stuck out in my mind is seeing like this in 2008, like a PS2 exclusive. Like even by then, I had moved on from the PS2. So I just remember it stuck in my mind, and I looked for a Let's Play of the game, like a full one. And I watched up to like the end of Yukiko's Castle, and I was like, okay, this game is really interesting. I kind of want to play it for myself. So ordered it, used off Amazon. It finally got here. I just lost myself in the game for like just under a week, like 80. It was like 6 days. I think it was like a Monday when I got here, and then it was like Saturday when I beat it. So like 6 days, just like wake up, play for like 16 hours, go to sleep, wake up, like not even really pausing to eat. I just like completely lost myself in the escapism, and that really like mattered to me a lot at that point. Like even though it's a little pathetic, like the fake like relationships and like the characters, they felt so well written compared to anything else I'd ever played. They felt realistic, and being able to like lose myself in that fantasy of like having a successful school life, of like having friends, even though as sad as it sounds, was really, really important to me at that time. And I guess also, since I was going into high school, it kind of gave me this new mindset of, you know, while you're never going to have the quite idyllic social life that's depicted in this game, I mean, I didn't have any illusions of that. I was more open to trying to like reconnect with people and meet new people, make acquaintances, just not be quite so isolated. And the result is my high school life. I mean, it still kind of sucked, but I didn't want to kill myself. Like, it was a lot better. And I think I do, on some level, have this game to owe for that. And then also just being able to lose, like, just that week of losing myself within the game, like, it really, like, helped me get through the rest of that summer. Because it was like, I remember I didn't even turn on my computer for like 6 days while I played it. Like, there was no like no interruptions. Which I mean, I don't think I've ever gone that far without interacting with the internet since then. And then being able to like lose myself and watching finishing watching the Let's Play of the game right after, going back and playing Persona 3. Like really, the series kind of came in and like saved me that summer and gave me a mindset that allowed me to like deal with the real world better. And for that, I'll always owe this game that. So, yeah, I don't know if that story was, like, coherent, or... I mean, it's definitely a little pathetic. I very much recognize that, but... that's how I feel. What happens if we load our save data? Does it just restart the game? Yeah, 410. That's the start of the game, right? I'm just wondering what it means by reserve. So I do want to do, what you call it? Like, New Game Plus. I want to at least do the Reaper fight, just in like a short little bonus video. And then, I'm not going to promise a second one, but since this Let's Play will not end for so long, I mean, today is the 21st of July. Even at one a day, this series is going to take 3 more months to end. There is a super boss, like an optional super boss at the end of a New Game Plus playthrough. It's not very story significant, so it's not something that like I feel obligated to show. But if you, I think it's like, I don't know if you have to beat New Game Plus and do all the social links, or if you just have to beat New Game Plus. I've never done it, because I've never beaten the game on New Game Plus, just because it's a little, like, boring, so to speak. But honestly, it's something that, like, over the course of the next 3 months, I could just kind of chip away at, like, bit by bit. And so I mean, I would like to do it just because I've never done it before, and it's kind of like a full, like, 100% completion. I'd probably go back and do, like, the social links I've never done, like Tutor, and the ones we didn't get to in this playthrough. But I'm not going to promise that. We will do the Reaper fight in New Game Plus, because you can do that as soon as Yukiko's Castle, which doesn't take very long to get to. I'm going to try and work towards that super boss fight, but if there's no second bonus video, just know that I didn't play through the game a second time. But we're going to finally cut things off here. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Thank you to anyone who's made it to this point. It's been a long series. It meant a lot to finally be able to do this. You know, when I started my channel, the Persona 4 was one of the games that, like, I could never stop Let's Playing until I did a Let's Play of this game, because it meant so much to me. And so finally being able to do that, despite I'm not entirely happy with the Let's Play. That's something that I'll talk about in an eventual LP Reflections video. This series had a lot of technical problems that I wish it didn't, but I'm still happy I did it. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next Let's Play. Bye, guys.